Brent Sutter will face off for the Islanders against Dave Poulin of the Flyers, and the puck controlled by Gerald Diduck. Now it's a chance for Philadelphia. And at center ice, Diduck gets into a fight right off the bat with the Philadelphia Flyers' Lindsey Carson. This might be the record. 9 seconds. We've seen this in the first minute, but 9 seconds?
Ken, I watched them. Boy, there goes Carson. I watched them as the play was being dumped in. Diduck carried the puck, and Carson very innocently brushed into him, so I took my eyes from right to left and followed the play. Something obviously happened after the fact, but it was very, very innocent. Man trying to win himself a job, Gerald Diduck.
This is just his 11th game since being recalled from Springfield. And the faceoff comes to the neutral zone. Zezel facing off with LaFontaine. Ken Morrow. Now Knockbauer is going to get in it. Don Knockbauer, the former Whaler and Oiler, playing for the Flyers, gets in it right in front of that Islanders bench.
I think it's Alan Kerr, Ken.
Alan Kerr, youngster, just 22 years of age, against Knockbauer, who's been around for a while, has been playing in the American Hockey League most of this season.
You know, this might be what the New York Islanders need to get them going. I mean, the Flyers are noted for their physical play. They fight a lot. The Islanders have stayed away from it so much this year, a lot of people think it's hurt them.
Potvin for the New York Islanders. He has Bassin with him, and Trottier, the shot off the glove of Hextall. Trottier can't get the rebound with some acrobatic work by Hextall. Trottier, shot, he scores! Brian Trottier, and the Islanders take the lead 1-0. Ken Leiter, he's already hit the post, gets the puck back from LaFontaine. They yo-yo the puck a bit. Here's Brent Sutter, and Hextall makes the save, smothers the puck, takes a swing at LaFontaine, who just took a little poke at the puck. And you don't dare poke at a goalie anymore, because everybody gets excited when you do, and they all got excited there at little Pat LaFontaine.
Well, Hextall took a big chop at LaFontaine, but I got to give LaFontaine a lot of credit. He was being tossed around like a little bobber in a bunch of waves out at sea. He had guys tugging on him from both sides, and he went back and took a shot at Hextall. We'll see if we can get this far with the replay. There's LaFontaine poking at it. Watch Hexy. Wham in the legs. Now LaFontaine's getting pushed all over the place. Boy, he says, I'm getting pushed this way. I might as well go back and have a shot at Mr. Hextall.
Plays the puck to Greg Gilbert. He can't get around McCrimmon and wrestles him down. Here's Peter Zezel with a slap shot wide. On the rebound, Brian Propp scores. The Flyers score. It is 1-1. Brent Sutter off for holding at 15:42 here in the first period. Boy, Conroy, a very rough hit on Brian Propp. And it's been a spirited first period here at the Nassau Coliseum on Long Island. LaFontaine, a wicked drive. Hextall, a save. Conroy plays the puck back to Dineen, and a fight breaks out with Dave Brown on top back in the Philadelphia zone. Big Dave Brown, all 6 feet 5 inches, 205 pounds worth.
Boy, he's big and bad enough when he's standing up, and you're looking at him. Ken, I hate to be on the bottom with Dave Brown throwing them. Brown was throwing them with his left hand, too. That's a little tougher for someone that doesn't know if they're coming with the left or the right. Well, they don't have very far to go to shovel Dave Brown off the ice.
Only 1:06 to go in the period, so Brown escorted to the dressing room. And who's on the bottom? Well, we should have known. It's a Sutter, and in this case, it's Dwayne.
Le Menu dinners. There's always something special on Le Menu.
Here's Bossy to Trottier. LaFontaine also around the goal. Now behind the net is Bossy. Lets one go. Then on the rebound, it's LaFontaine. Pat LaFontaine, a power play goal. Now Brown is back on. Both teams again at full strength. 2-on-1. Poulin to Brown. He shoots. He scores. And then he takes a wicked hit from Billy Smith. Dave Brown ties it at 2.
He was so open too, Ken. I'm wondering if Gerald Diduck saw him coming, but he came out of the box and crossed in front of him. The defenseman's job on a 2-on-1 is to protect against the pass. Look at Diduck fading over to Brian Propp. That leaves Brown so much room. He has all kinds of time to get the shot away. Let's see if we can see the hit after the fact. Wow.
That's like hitting the wall. You know, the joy goes to dislike in a hurry. And then he said, well, I got the goal, I won.
And that's an unusual bit of discipline for Dave Brown, too. If he hadn't scored, you know Dave Brown would have been climbing all over Billy Smith there. But insult is one thing. Scoring the goal is something else. And Dave Brown was willing to accept the insult for the goal.
Hospodar being rushed by Kerr. And the puck held for a faceoff. There's 13:32 to go in the second period. And some unhappy feelings. And a rookie coach who's never coached above junior hockey out in Western Canada. Al Hill trying to get it to Brown. Then a shot, and they score! Right Hoffa really almost broken play. J.J. Daigneault up from the defense lets it go. Kerr wheels the puck around the boards, and Mikko Makela, the Finnish youngster there for New York. Brad Lauer, who's only 20 years of age, gets the puck in, then he and Hospodar are going to go. They looked at each other right in front of the penalty box, Lauer and Hospodar, and Lauer has Hospodar right where he wants him, pinned so he can't do anything.
I think Lauer had just about enough of Hospodar. Earlier in this shift, Ed Hospodar took a big run at him and nailed him over in front of the Flyers bench, and Hospodar basically has been giving Lauer a rough ride the entire game. Finally, Lauer was skating away. He said, no, this has gone far enough, turned around and decided to drop the gloves with big Ed Hospodar.
Diddick, and the puck goes high in the air again, and it comes down to Paley Eklund, 2-on-1 with Brown on his right. Potvin back, Eklund a shot, and a dramatic save by the veteran Billy Smith.
Boy, that was for the 8x10 poster, that save. Watch the form Billy Smith uses after the fact. Here's Eklund. He has Dave Brown out of our screen on the right that he could have passed to, but the defender is playing the pass. Watch this. After the fact. Oh, what a spectacular save.
Hey, when you're 36 years of age, Bill, at age 36 in the twilight of your career, you take all the poses you can get.
You got to make him look good. He was hearing everybody broadcasting the game. I'm sure when he was at his highest extension, he was hearing, and Billy Smith makes the save.
A little showmanship. He has never been short of that. Billy Smith. He is on with Zezel at center and Mellanby on the right wing. Alan Kerr for New York to Crom. Oh, he looks up and Hospodar goes down hurt, grabbing his wrist or arm. Here's Mellanby for Philadelphia.
Let's see if we can pick up what happened to Ed Hospodar. Watch from the left of your screen. He's going to come at number 35, Rich Crom. Wow, he's holding either his shoulder or his elbow. He has a history of shoulder problems.
12:29 to go. Regulation play. Flyers shorthanded. Stothers in the penalty box.
Has really understood his limitations all year long and very seldom been caught.
LaFontaine hitting the side of the net. Philadelphia's had a tough time in their own zone. Alan Kerr. The crowd behind the net. Here's Ken Leiter. He scores! He hit the goal post in the first period, and they say no goal. Andy Van Helleman says no goal.
Back to Leiter. And at that point, the net is on its moorings. Perhaps it didn't get knocked off, but you could see Crom going in there. I'm sure Crom was arguing that one of the Flyers pushed him in there.
A penalty. A penalty is being called against the Islanders' Alan Kerr for interference. Nifty pass out to Dave Poulin. He's between Carson and Tocchet. And play is stopped as Carson and Trottier do a little fencing. There's 3:12 to go in regulation play, and you could hear the click-clack, click-clack as they were coming up the ice behind the play. If they lose tonight, it'll give the Islanders their worst home record in 13 seasons. Again, you're back to that comparison that Coach Terry Simpson is aware of. You can't help but compare to the great Stanley Cup years, and that's a big factor in their wonderful success here at home.
No question. He's so anxious for that shadow to go away. He's standing right in the shadow.
Brent Sutter will try to win the faceoff from Murray Craven. 3-2 Flyers. Meanwhile, LaFontaine over there with Dave Poulin doing a bit of high sticking, trying to jostle for position. Now Marsh says something. Marsh, a bit of a man of the letters, might have said something simple like pipsqueak to LaFontaine. And of course, LaFontaine is so far away, he doesn't have to worry about the man of the letters, Brad Marsh.
I would bet that at that point, Brad Marsh was questioning LaFontaine's intestinal fortitude. What was happening was Poulin was making false starts intentionally and getting his stick right up in LaFontaine's face, just jacking his stick up right in front of LaFontaine's face, and Pat LaFontaine was jumping a little bit, wondering what he was going to do. I mean, it's a rather intimidating fake. He did kind of fake him out, and then Brad Marsh came over, and LaFontaine said, well, I might not take exception to Dave Poulin, but I'm not going to back down from you, big boy.
If the Islanders fail to come back, they'll drop right to 500, 25, 25, and 7, and into third place in the Patrick division. Brent Sutter against Burry Craven. Craven holds his own. 5 seconds. Did it. Bossy takes his swipe. 1 second, and it's over. On the island tonight, strapped by injuries and coming off a 5-0 loss to Calgary at home, the Philadelphia Flyers come up with a 3-2 victory. And there you see much of the story. Rookie coach Terry Simpson. You almost begin to think he might be wondering if he's made the right move coming to the NHL and coming to the New York Islanders.